post those colors. I will thank them, then I will give you a welcome. So I want you to know that ahead of time of what's going to happen. So when you get in there, we need to get seated. Now we're going to do what Jeff needs done.
I'm going to take another shot.
Color Guard from the American Legion, Post 177 of Fairfax, Virginia. Will you all please rise? At this time, we will say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
at this time. We will do our dedication to our field deputies and MIAs.
Closer to the mic.
Dennis Lurlich.
POW MIA table. This table is a place of honor. The solitary setting is a reminder that some of those who defended our country are no longer among us. The table is small to symbolize the frailty of one prisoner against his oppressors. The tablecloth is white to symbolize the purity of intentions their country's aren't called to arms. The single rose in the vase reminds us of the families and loved ones who keep the faith, awaiting our comrades in armed return. The red ribbon attests to the unyielding determination of thousands who demand a proper accounting of our missing. The lemon slice upon the bread plate reminds us of the bitter fate. The salt upon the bread plate is a symbol of the family's tears as they await. The glass is inverted as they cannot toast with us tonight. The seat is empty for those who are not here. Remember.
To our banquet tonight. This is our 6th reunion, correct, Al?
No.
5th. I knew I'd mess up something. Yeah, you did too. And thank you very much, John, and your color guard, very much. I hope everyone has had a good time visiting, going on venues, sitting on buses sometimes when the guy makes the wrong turn, or the air conditioning's not working, or missing that. It's all my fault, Bill Blackfoot says. We have had a good turnout, a great turnout. Next year, everybody that was at the business meeting, we will be in Seattle with a 7-day cruise to follow. The cruise is the 20th through the 27th of September. Anybody that's interested, there will be stuff sent out on emails. I would like to present Al Wiedemeyer to do the honor of naming those that we have that's deceased.
Fortunately, we only had one deceased member,
and he was here last year. I think everybody remembers him. Clyde Southern. He passed away on December 8th as he was collecting the collection at the church. And he went into the back and he never came out. And the lady at the church went in and checked on him and he was gone. So everybody remembers Clyde, and his picture is on the website. And it was a terrible loss because he was a very nice man. God takes the good ones first. I don't know.
Help us lay down these past days, these past hours, and quiet our thoughts of all that is elsewhere. Let us be here in this room, together now. May we be surrounded by your light, accepting the brilliance of that light with your wisdom bestowed upon us, and the warmth of the light with the healing of your spirit. Help us to reawaken the forgotten blessings of each of our lives, and help us to become a blessing to the lives of others. And God bless our troops. Amen.
Hey, Bill Lightfoot, can you tell us what time it is? It's time to eat, Bill. Here we go. We're going to have Renee and his guys do that. So it's mealtime, folks. And you've been hollering all night long and you didn't even know what time it was. Shannon's down officially,
That's why you didn't say that.
She didn't know I was going to do this. I've had this planned all week. Melissa was going to bring it in.
Hey, Dan, why don't you give us a kiss?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. She likes carrot cake, and that's what this is.
The first thing I'm going to say is, hello, Warriors. Hello, Warriors. Hello. Is this working?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, one other thing comes up about Armstrong. That is, I want to follow up with him and get something else from Apollo 11 for the Cold War gallery in the Navy and Space section, which we have not completed yet. We have not sketched it yet, except never mind. Anyway. So I make arrangements to meet Armstrong out in Cincinnati. My grandson's playing soccer tournament that weekend, so out to Cincinnati I go. He says, "Calling to get here." He comes to my hotel room. And the grandson, smart junior in high school, just died to stay. But anyhow, the uncle's in, and we had a 45-minute conversation about different things, why he could do this, could not do this, the papers I had from the Apollo mission, because I was leaving Jacksonville, Florida to join the Oriskany at the Yankee station, so I had the papers all, I went down to Apollo 11 launch. They came, I had the Jacksonville papers, the Orlando papers, the New Orleans, the LA, Hawaii, all these newspapers I have with the flight of Apollo 11 going all the way through, including the splashdown on Stars and Stripes. But with that, Neil said, "Don't let me give you anything because I don't have anything. Everything I have is in my museum because Glenn had something at home, they got broken in and stolen, so I didn't want that. So we got talking about it, I said, one of the things I'm doing, I'm trying to get a set of astronaut wings. The Navy has a different set of astronaut wings than the regular aviator wings. They came out. So I said, I went to Laura Chublin, who's Alan Shepard's lawyer, and she couldn't find his. So then I said to Armstrong, now I'm out to Jim Lovell. It's Apollo 8, Apollo 13. Get his. And with that, I had probably the most singular shock of my life. When very quietly, we were sitting catty corner at this table, he leaned into me. I never got mine. Right then and there, Mrs. Bronson's little boy Teddy was not going to say to him he didn't qualify. And he didn't. But there's naturally more to the story. He didn't qualify because after he flew the Navy, the Korean missions in '78, got out, he joined something called the NAC, the National Aeronautics Commission, which was the forerunner of NASA. And all the things he did in NASA, with Gemini, before Apollo, he was a civilian. So the first set of Navy astronaut wings came when Alan Shepard went into space. And then all other naval aviators, the Marines and the Navy, after that got their Navy astronaut wings. So that's why I didn't qualify. Not me at the time. But my friend, who was Vice Admiral Tom Kilkline, who was the commander of Naval Air Forces, a personal friend, so I drive home that night, I send a big email to him saying, this is what's going on. And Armstrong said that he and Gene Cernan, Apollo 17, last man to walk on the moon, naval captain, and Jim Lovell, were going to Afghanistan and out to the Eisenhower. So I said, get some wings. So Kilkline gets the wings sent from Pensacola out to the Eisenhower. And so when they get there, and these pictures will be on the website soon. When they get there, here's the CAG pinning the wings on Armstrong. And standing on this shoulder is Gene Cernan, Apollo 17. And standing on this shoulder is Jim Lovell from 8 and 13. You can't have it any better than that. I mean, it brings tears to me just knowing how that happened. Not because I'm being pleased, not because of me, because it happened to him. Who said, I didn't get mine. So, nice circular story. Now, to finish off, I know you want to get to the prizes here. When the Navy PAO did the story, the newspaper story of Armstrong getting the wings, they talk about Kilkline, yes, and they talk about me, and they talk about Neil Armstrong. This is what Neil Armstrong said, and this I must read. Remember, Neil Armstrong, the greatest explorer of the last century, maybe more than one last century. I take these wings with great pleasure and great pride. I have made certain achievements in my life and been recognized many times, but there's no achievement I value more highly than when I received the wings of gold from Naval Aviation, and to be given a second pair of these gold wings is just as special. And what more do we want to know about naval aviation than Neil Armstrong saying that about what we mean when our wings of navy gold and all of the other accolades and things he has done in the world. I mean, we don't need any better example. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank my comrades. Thank my comrades.
Really nice and very special. just to let you guys know something that I did not know, and that the Midway Museum has incorrect, is the table for the POWs that is set up here should not anywhere have a fork or a knife. It should be solely a spoon. Thanks to our guest speaker, I found that out, so it will be changed at any future reunion that we have. They never had a knife and fork, they only had a spoon to eat with. Okay, thank you very much. It was very enjoyable. At this time, we're going to probably do the raffle if Al's done drinking coffee or eating his cake or whatever. Anybody that wants to buy last minute raffle tickets may do so. Al, do you want to take about a 10-minute break?
It's up to you.
Okay. Have a safe trip home. With her sister and Barry, who came down from Washington, so he drove to pick her up in San Francisco. So now I would say that it's probably Barry and his wife, Barbara, who
Normally I drive up and pick her up, but this time
they came down. And she also told him that he was not to take her wine out of the car. Barbara told me that. She said, "Don't you take my wine out of that car." This is Mr. Hyde. And you are 87, sir?
Yes.
87 years old, Mr. Hyde. Mr. Elijah Hyde. Oh, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Midway. I straightened that enough, didn't I? But Midway man. Now, FDR. Al, you're going to have to help me here because I was a Midway man.
The oldest FDR man?
Oldest FDR man.
Oh, Lordy, what would that be?
FDRs, hold your hand up. Just hold your hand up.
In the 50s.
What about Mr. Brown?
59?
What about Bill Lightfoot? Wasn't he on Roseville?
58, right?
He tells so many stories.
77.
Years old.
You're 70. Okay. Bill, all right.
Oh,
How
no.
old is he?
FDR.
77.
Okay, so is Jude O'Connor. Hey, Al. Jude O'Connor is 77 also. 76. Okay. Lightfoot, where are you when I want to get at? Al's busy. He's always busy. Okay, we have another Midway. I'm just drawing it. Dump that. You dump it, yeah, it's no good. The cup is this cup here, correct? Yes. Okay. Midway, United States Navy. I have the ticket in my hand. I have the ticket in my hand.
Oh, you already drew the ticket?
Yes, I do. You're busy running around trying to sell tickets. The last three digits, 180.
I want to make sure this is done. All right.
Is our name.
What is this?
What's this for? Another Midway Cup?
Can a New York resident get a ticket?
I don't know. How about Jude O'Connor? You have won a coffee cup. I have to go real far to do this. Raleigh Plesko. Raleigh's former president of this organization. She put his name in. Whoever got their ticket in there may win this. Those of you that didn't, you didn't buy nothing. Put it in there, let them draw. Hey, it's all in little bit pieces, it's broken. So it's a broken item.
Mr. Kozar.
Mr. Greg Kozar. All right. Anchors Away is written on the plaque on the back side of this. I'm trying to see. Hang on.
Don't break it.
Don't break my statue.
Thing Al, he's right this time, he's got his glass up. 433. Yeah, the box is up there. We'll get it to you. Right here. Mr. Kozar again, you want a mouse pad. For the end of the R, too. Burdens and all. Standing out there freezing his tata off. I'd like to see him skip that dollar across there now. It's not my fault.
That's cute.
It's got her name on it. There's the ticket. This is Greg Kozar's. Huh? Okay. Greg Kozar's sister. This is their granddaughter. So, yeah, Greg brings his whole family. Next year, we're going to have to, instead of a round table, we're going to have a long table so that they can all sit facing one another. Okay, get up here and get your picture taken, young lady. Was it two? Well, I verify it, it's there. Yeah. Okay, next. Here in the past, we have always drawn to get rid of the booze that we had left. It's packed. We can't do that this year. But
Next year we'll have some.
next year we will have, because you can't put it on the airplane and fly it back to Al's house. And I finally convinced him this year, don't take a can of opened peanuts from this year and bring them from next year. He did that from last year. And you're talking about nasty taste, man. It took 2 hands full of pretzels to get rid of the taste. Okay, don't forget your name tags, the plastic thing. And a reminder again, those of you that are going to breakfast at Houlihan's in the morning, it's from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And I want to thank each and every one of you. Hold on just a minute. This is Deb Privilege.
I just want to say thank you to Al and Sue, Dan and Ginger, from all of us. Get a little nervous when I get up here. What a tremendous job you guys have done. It shouldn't go unsaid. We appreciate your hard work that I know you do year round, especially you, Al. We all talk about it. We don't know how you do it, and I want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. One more thing, I know it's late, it'll take 30 seconds. Back down for a minute. Wherever we went, I heard this. Thank you for your service. Everywhere, it was in the sidewalks, it was at Annapolis, it was everywhere we went. Thank you for your service. Very common phrase. I was so touched by it because each time it was so genuine from everybody, all walks of life, total strangers, young people, old people, people like you telling each other. But it was not enough. It didn't address the caliber of the men you are. It didn't speak about the honor, the valor, the courage, the bravery, your skills, your talents, your work ethic, the education you put forth, your knowledge, your humor, the way you joke with one another, your caring, your passion, and your compassion, your love for this country and for one another, for your fellow man, for your family, and these friends that we are. And I can't wait till next year. Thank you.
There is a very special lady at hand right there. I want to thank one more group. And every one of us have a better half, or a spouse, or whatever. I can get kind of sad too. If we didn't have you behind us, this would not be possible. our shortcomings, our tempers, Sue, Ginger, every one of you.